Well, good afternoon. Sunday, the 20th of March, and I just thought I would record a very quick musing from this morning out with the camera down at the Giants Causeway. This is just going to be a little kind of bit of advice to anyone who's out there with their camera. Be mindful of other photographers. So I got down to the causeway first thing this morning and was sort of looking for a couple of various compositions. I had an idea in my head that as the sun was to rise behind me, there was a chance that it was actually going to be illuminating the distant cliffs. And sure enough, that started to happen. In the distance I saw there was hardly anyone else around. In fact, when I first got there, I was the only person there. It was lovely. However, later in the morning, probably sort of 7 o'clock, a few people sort of arrived, but sort of plenty of space for everyone that time of the morning. Apart from one chap. Saw him kind of bimbling in and out of my frame, which again is fine. You don't own the area that you're photographing, and you try to be sort of mindful of each other. And he would wander in and out of the frame every so often at quite a distance, though. I was using a wide angle lens, so he appeared very small in the frame. Just as the sun started to get to the crucial point, he kind of wandered close to me. Said something, I didn't really make him out, and then proceeded to stand right in front of me. Now, if you've never been to the Giants Causeway before, it's a big place. It gets busy, no doubt about it, and it's now 20 past 1 on Sunday afternoon. I guarantee you right now there are maybe a couple of thousand people down there. There were like 3 people on the causeway this morning. Me, someone else who was way away, and this other chap who decided to stand right in front of me. So I decided to let it go. Sometimes, I knew that, he hopefully wasn't going to stay there for too long. The sun wasn't rising so quick that I wouldn't still be able to get my image, so I didn't really make anything of it. But kind of just made me think that, there are situations out there where you will be going to some of these popular places as a photographer, and you will be kind of interacting with other photographers. Just be mindful of each other as we're kind of working around each other. If someone has got to a spot, there are some iconic locations out there that there are, certain areas that really do make for the image, and you kind of, even though there may not be a barrier per se, you kind of don't go in front of that person, especially if there's a line of people of that. And of course, similarly, if you do get to a spot and you realize that kind of, you're in the prime location, I think in these iconic locations, the chances of you making a shot that is going to be unique is, probably 0, or, slightly higher than 0. So also give up your spot. You might be now going, what? But I got here at 5 o'clock in the morning for this spot. If you've made a couple of images that you're happy with, don't just stand in that spot thinking, no one else can have this shot and I've got the image, because tomorrow morning, the morning after, 6 weeks' time, when there's better mist, better fog, snow, whatever, someone else is going to be standing there and going to be taking a pretty similar image. So it really is just a very quick musing today. I just find it rather amusing stroke perplexing that the whole size of the Giants Causeway that this chap had to stand in, he decided to stand right in front of me. And I'll put up an image now that shows you exactly where he stood. So yeah. There may have been some, well, who knows what going on, because later in the morning he also asked me had I seen the Decepticon, from Transformers. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this little musing. We'll get back to some from the field this week. It looks like it's going to be mixed weather conditions. I've got a couple of additional tutorials coming up, so hit that subscribe button, and we will catch up soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.